Welcome back to Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News. I'm your host, Bobby King, bringing you the latest updates and deep insights into Iraq's financial transformation. Today, we're talking about the IMF, World Bank, BIS, Ernst Young, K2, Oliver Wyman, and so many powerful global institutions all working together with Iraq. If you're passionate about Iraqi dinar news, global finance, and real economic reform, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates, hit that like button to support the content, and share this video with others who are following Iraq's financial journey. Let's dive in. For years, the world has watched Iraq from the sidelines, often through a lens clouded by war, corruption, and instability. Yet beneath the dust and shadows, something remarkable has been happening, something few outside financial and policy circles truly grasp. Iraq has been quietly, methodically, and powerfully positioning itself to re-enter the global financial system, not as a beggar nation but as a player ready to sit at the table of modern economies. We know the names. The International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, the Bank for International Settlements. These aren't casual consultants or symbolic partners. They are the very institutions that govern the rules of global finance. Their presence in Iraq signals something seismic. Add to this Ernst Young, K2, and Oliver Wyman, giants in auditing, risk assessment, and financial restructuring. The convergence of these entities in Baghdad and beyond isn't coincidental. It is the architecture of a nation's economic rebirth being laid brick by brick. A network of titans, think about it. The IMF does not lend its expertise lightly. The World Bank doesn't embed its resources in countries with no prospects. BIS, the Bank of Central Banks, doesn't involve itself unless systemic integration is on the table. And when the likes of Ernst Young or Oliver Wyman are called in, it is not to shuffle papers, it is to engineer transparency, accountability, and world-class compliance. What does this mean? It means Iraq is no longer dabbling at the edges of reform. It is embedding itself into the very bloodstream of global financial order. These institutions have been working in conjunction, hand in glove, ensuring Iraq's systems are not only functional but aligned with international expectations. Compliance with anti-money laundering regulations, digital banking frameworks, transparent auditing, risk governance, and most importantly, credibility. The myth of the push of a button. For years, many believed Iraq's return to financial prominence would be sudden, like flicking a switch. That narrative was always naive. Nations do not transform their fiscal DNA overnight. What we are witnessing is the opposite, a grueling, meticulous, deliberate reconstruction of trust. Iraq is not just pressing a button, it is building the entire control panel. And here's the shocker, they're getting it done. Quietly. Steadily. With far less fanfare than skeptics expected. While the media obsesses over political rivalries and regional unrest, the financial institutions of the world have been embedding themselves deeply into Iraq's infrastructure, shaping its banking and economic systems into something durable and recognizable to the global marketplace. Signs of readiness. Consider this. Iraq has begun implementing international auditing standards across its banking sector. It is tightening its compliance to FATF, Financial Action Task Force, guidelines. It has worked with consultants to clean up corruption that once made its system radioactive to investors. The Central Bank of Iraq has been overhauling its reserves, digital platforms, and oversight mechanisms. These are not cosmetic changes. These are the kinds of deep structural reforms that signal to the world, we are ready, and it is not only about money. Iraq has been recalibrating its identity. A nation once synonymous with conflict is deliberately reshaping its image into one of reform, partnership, and growth. This isn't fantasy, it's strategy. Why the world is paying attention. Global institutions do not expend resources where there is no future. Iraq sits on one of the largest oil reserves on the planet. But oil alone no longer guarantees relevance. What guarantees relevance is trust, financial trust, systemic trust, institutional trust. The IMF, World Bank, BIS, and the auditing giants see that Iraq's leadership is finally willing to play by the rules of global finance, even if it means dismantling decades of broken systems. This is not a small story. This is the story of a nation that, for the first time in decades, may be standing on the cusp of transformation. If Iraq succeeds, it won't just rejoin the global financial system, it will redefine its place in the world. Hope in the hard work. The hope here is not abstract. It's measurable. Every reform, every audit, every compliance adjustment is a stone laid in the foundation of a credible, stable economy. The fact that so many different entities are part of the process only strengthens the case. It shows Iraq is not relying on a single advisor or single institution but weaving a web of global partnerships. That web is strong enough to hold. Yes, the journey has been long. Yes, progress has been slow. But that is exactly what makes it real. Quick fixes collapse. Slow, deliberate reform endures. A nation on the verge. The day Iraq is officially welcomed back into the fold of the global financial system, many will act surprised. But we shouldn't be. The signs have been there all along, in the presence of these institutions, in the reforms that often went unnoticed. Iraq has been doing what many expected, though few believed it could sustain. It has never been just the push of a button. It has been the steady grind of transformation. And now, that transformation is almost complete. The world should take notice. Iraq isn't asking for permission anymore, it is proving itself ready. And when the final door opens, it won't just be Iraq that benefits. It will be the global economy that gains a stronger, more reliable partner at one of the most strategically important crossroads on Earth. In the end, I want to ask all my friends watching to stay positive and patient, because patience truly is the key to success. Please subscribe to my channel and show your support. Wishing you all a wonderful day. Thank you so much.